Welcome back to my channel, Dancing with the Stars. I'm going to react. I'm going to critique. And I am going to cast my vote. Are you ready? Here we go. Jordan Sparks is first. Jordan, I love you. You are standing up on a stage with your back to the audience. Everybody knows how I feel about those routines that start facing the back. No. And your foot is supposed to be beveled. It's not beveled. Your ankles are like this far apart, Jordan. Come on. All right, as soon as you sit into that hip socket and turn around, you look fabulous. Whew, I'm glad we got out of that. Running down steps in heels, never easy. You look down. You want to try to look out and over the steps. Again, you did this little thing here and you didn't bevel. Get those ankles squeezed together. When you're doing the hip swivels, don't look down at the floor. Anytime you do this kind of stuff, get your legs together, squeeze your knees, squeeze your calves, and squeeze your ankles together. She looks great in that white iridescent dress with the rainbow print. It's beautiful. Oh, and here comes the beautiful balloons. There's always a gimmick. Nice, good routine. I would give her an 8. I'm not going to, go over and over what each judge said. They're judges. They're entitled to their opinion. I'm not even going to listen to them. I just want to see their scores. 7, 6, 6, 7. That's not bad. I would have been an 8. I thought she did a great job. But I'm always a high-scoring judge. So if there's any dance competition people out there, I'm a nice judge. And I'm pretty valuable in my critiques that I give. Cheryl and Sam, well, they look like two clouds in the sky and they're powder blue. Pretty, it's elegant, it's classy. He's doing a nice job. He's a gentleman, he's older, and he's making the girl look good. And that's what a guy does. That's what the male partner does. He makes the lady look lovely. All right? A 5. That's not good. Another 5. 5. 20? I don't know. 20 out of 40? If you were taking a math test in school and you got half of them right and half of them wrong, what would you get on that? Not an A, not a B, not even a C+. No. A rose is a rose is a rose. Heidi Demilio's up with Artem, and I think she looks great. With that dark hair, she's Italian, Demilio. She has the red roses, the black. Oh, it's a fabulous costume on her. She has this smile like frozen on her face. Like, I love it. I don't know if she's loving it. So she starts in a really seductive pose. She's sitting on this chaise and whoosh, she spreads those legs wide apart in grand plie second. Whoop, there it is. And then if that's not scandalous enough, she turns around, puts her hands on the chains and shakes her popo. Sometimes ballet teachers call your rear end a popo, but derriere. It shocked everybody right at the beginning of this show. So it's kind of like, this is what Heidi's gonna do. She's gonna be a sexy mom. She's going to be still young and vivacious. Is that enough to win? I don't know. 6, 6, 6, 6. If you grew up watching some of the movies I watched, 666, that's like Damien Omen. On the ballroom floor is Daniel and Britt. Now, Daniel Durant, we know that he's hearing impaired, but I'm telling you what, he can feel the rhythm, he can feel the beats to the music, he is on it. And this, he's acting. He won an Oscar. He's an Oscar-winning actor, an Academy Award-winning actor. So he can act this routine out, and that's what he's doing. It is so much more difficult for the pro to be a woman and get the man who's the amateur or the celebrity. The man leads the routine. His arm releases you, catches you, whips you out, pulls you in, works you backwards. You know that saying, whatever a man does, a woman does in high heels backwards. Well, that's about ballroom dancing, because a man starts forward on the right foot, we have to start backwards on our left foot as the female partner. So that's what's happening. But Britt is the girl, and she has to get him to lead her. It's so much more difficult. So kudos to all those female pros. They have their work cut out for them. When you're the male pro and you have this skinny little nothing girl, you can just whip her around and make her look good. Carrie Ann and Abba, 7. Len, 6. Derek, 7. Bruno, 7. Woo! He's thrilled. She's thrilled. I'm thrilled. Now we have our country cutie, little Jessie James Decker. She is sassing it up. All these singers have to have good rhythm, and they know how to transfer their weight from one foot to the other so they can dance. You can tell that she's nervous doing this. And she does like a little step ball change forward that could be smoother, cleaner, less energy. You want to have the big movements be big and the small movements have to be small. If you make everything big, then the big movements don't look that great. And the judges give them a 5, a 5, a 5, all 5s. Not very good. And they're cute. They have their denim on. I don't know, judges. I'd watch out because that husband of hers is going to come over there and tackle you. Here we go. The housewives are in the house. And it looks like she has a little house going on. They kind of made up a very ornate, crazy living room area for her to start the routine. She throws the table. That is what Teresa is known for. The Housewives of New Jersey, she took that table and she flipped it, and no one's ever going to forget that. She's a little nervous and a little stiff. The upper body's very stiff, and I think the feet are just kind of sliding around on the floor, and he's the lead. So he's leading her into each movement and out of every movement. 4 5s, 20 points. They got the same score as the last couple. I think somebody needs to come out and really wow these judges, or we're going to see 5s all night long. Wayne Brady is taking the floor. His name is in lights, people. His name is in lights. Now he's doing all this funky kind of old school jazz, maybe a little hip hop in there. He's doing a solo. So if he messes up, we don't know. Nobody knows because it's a solo. All right, down the steps he goes. He's in brown. He has like a metallic gold overshirt on that's open. He has a hat on, which is, you don't really dance with the hat on, but whatever. And Whitney is in a cute little sassy gold number. They're tearing up the dance floor. This, I said earlier, they are going to be the ones to beat. Takes his shirt off. Wayne Brady? Taking his shirt off? I don't know, Wayne. Okay, his footwork's good. He has really big feet, and his pants are too short. Wardrobe, wardrobe, wardrobe. His pants are too short. Or, you know how men are with their trousers. Before they sit down, they pull them up a little bit. I think he did that earlier. Now they're up. He nailed it, but he didn't stick it. At the ending pose, during the ending pose, his left foot is like heel, heel, heel. Like he was sliding and he was trying to stop himself. But anyway, it was a great routine. It was high energy. He got to do a solo and show off. He's been asked to do the show many, many times. He's always turned it down. This year, he finally said yes. Got a 7, woo woo. 7 from Len, Derek, 7, and an 8 from Bruno. Woohoo! 3 7s, 7, 7, 7. Now, if you've ever gambled or been to Vegas, you know that those 7s are lucky, lucky, lucky. Yes, he hit 3 7s. It was a lucky night for him. And now Cheryl Ladd, they have her in a brown turtleneck, solid sequin number. It's beautiful. Step ball change and cross ball change and open and crossed and open and crossed. So there were a lot of little step ball changes and then a little swivel. What I do notice though is her partner has a really strong grip on her. He's grabbing her wrist and controlling her with her forearm, not even her hand. So I don't know. She's probably gonna be black and blue because he is really whipping her around. 6, 5, 5, 5. Again with those 5s. At least Carrie Ann gave her a 6. All right, Jersey Shore, taking over the ballroom. Let's see it. They have it looking like, they have the lights in the ballroom, a Ferris wheel. And it looks like the arcade games, you know, when you go to the Jersey Shore on the boardwalk. He's in teal. Now he's strong, and you can tell that he is holding her and lifting her, moving her. I think he's doing an Excellent job. Ooh, ooh, ooh. But when he goes to his knee at the end, his foot is really pigeon-toed. Other than that, oh, he turned it out. He fixed it. Other than that, I think he was amazing. So much better than I thought he was going to be. A 4. A 4. Carrie-Ann gave him a 4, and so did Len. That's embarrassing. That's a slap in the face. Derek gave him a 5, and Bruno gave him a 4. Really? I'm shocked at that. I'm shocked that he even could get out there and move like that. Oh well. So Shangela is in a neon fluorescent. It's the lime green, the hot pink, turquoise, chartreuse. Her footwork is great. I'm calling Shangela her because she's Shangela. When she's dressed in regular clothes as a man, it's DJ. Look at her personality. She never missed an opportunity to use her facial expression. Now the ending pose, they nailed it. They stuck it. But her foot was sickled really bad on the ankle. And I'm gonna have to tell her about it. 7, 7, 7, 7, woo-woo! 4 7s. So Shangela and Gleb are up there, but they are not at the top of the leaderboard. No, Wayne Brady is still the one to beat. I do not like what he has on. He has a black suit on with flames in white, though not red, flames on the lapels and up the side of the leg. It's a little gaudy for him. He's a big, bulky guy. Like, he has muscles. He could have worn just a white shirt and black pants with her outfit. Oh my goodness. Okay. He has white socks on and black shoes. He's a big guy. So those white socks are drawing attention to his feet. And I think it's better to create a line. He's doing a ballroom competition. Why wouldn't you want to hide his feet or camo them a little bit? Nope. They're like jumping out there. It's not the best thing I've ever seen. He's capable of more. 5. Len 5. Derek 5. Bruno 6. Woo! Bruno, he likes to separate himself from the pack. So that was still bad. 1 point ahead of all those other 5s. All right, now we have Gabby Windy. She was a bachelorette. I don't watch that show. I don't know if she won, if she got the rose, if she didn't, but I know she got engaged. Did she get engaged to somebody that was in the show, or did she get engaged to some stranger? I don't know. But man, she comes out in a swan. I don't know if we needed props for her. She has a great body. Again, puts her legs together and shimmies, but her legs are never together. They're not tight. They're not squeezed at the ankle. Girls, on those twists, he is really yanking her arm to get her to twist. I like the hair wrapped around, although she could have had a rhinestone thing on her head. All right, here we go. 7 from Carrie-Ann. Len, 7. Derek, 7, 7. So they got 4 7s, just like Shangela. And Shangela is a professional performer. This girl, I don't know what she did, but she was a bachelorette. All right, this is the bodybuilder. He starts out flexing those muscles on the show. Is that dancing? Not really. But he does a little dropped arch layout and takes Danielle around and around, and it's beautiful. And you can tell that he's really supporting her. He has some nice moves. You know, as a bodybuilder, he's conscious of his lines, of his space and his spatial awareness. So I think he might have some talent here. I don't know about the arm here, though. He does a little sugar foot and puts his hand behind his head. Rethink those arms. 6, 5, 5, 6, 6. So Len didn't like the muscle flexing, I guess. He's tall and thin. He plays golf. Len's a big golfer. You don't need muscles, really. Well, I guess you need muscles for golf, but not the same kind that lift hundreds and hundreds of pounds. Smith Jared from Sex and the City. He was a nervous wreck, you could tell. He is not a dancer, but he told everybody at the beginning he wasn't a dancer. I shouldn't have done that. He just looked a little stiff and a little unsure of himself. I think they're going to be tough on him, especially the guys, because the guys are jealous. I mean, come on. he was a huge sex symbol. He was a heartthrob on the show. So the guys are gonna try to like give it back to him, I think. Oh my goodness, a 5, a 4, a 4, 2 4s, and a 5. That's bad. That's almost as bad as Vin from Jersey Shore. Now we have the tearjerker, Selma Blair. This is gonna get everybody a little choked up, but she wants to be there. It was like a dream to be on Dancing with the Stars. And when I went to see the show, and I was outside, you know, getting my wristband and this and that and security to get in, she came out. She was talking to some people, I guess her family, came over to me and said, oh my goodness, I want a picture with you. I said, no, I want a picture with you. She's like, oh my goodness, how are you? Blah, blah, blah. So I don't know if it was the wheelchair or if she really knew who I was. But I was excited. I was starstruck. She's doing a waltz and she has lilac on. It is stunning, the costume. She does a beautiful ronde-jambe with the leg. You know, when she's dancing and moving, she's like on it. But when she's standing there is when you see her start to lose her balance and really struggle. That's odd. It's like she gets into a place in her head and she just does the choreography and there's no stopping her. But when she just has to stand, her muscles take over, or her muscles forget that they're supposed to hold her up. And that's where she struggles, and it's sad to see that. She uses a cane now, so it's sad to see a person that's so young looking. I mean, she looks like a kid. She could be 16, 17 years old. 7, 7, 7, 7. So there she is with Gabby Windy and Shangela, right back up there, all those scores. Judges, you have to be fair when you judge a competition or everybody's gonna end up mediocre. Everybody's gonna tie. You're gonna have 10 ties for second place or 10 ties for third place. You have to separate your scores. If you really like somebody, give them the damn 10 or the 9 or the 8 or whatever it is to bump them up the leaderboard, right? Because otherwise it's tie, 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 tie. Boring show. Now we're into Charli D'Amelio. Saving the best for last? I think so. She is sassy, she's using it. Even on those little ball change, ball change, ball change, she has that rear end out. She's arching her back. She is working her beautiful body for all it's worth. Yes, when I say that, working her body, I mean her body lines, the texture of the routine, her flexibility, the arch of her back. She is using everything she was taught when she was a little kid in this competition. She ends in a split, arch back to the audience. Now, that's something I work on in my classes. Flexibility every Saturday. Are you in my dance classes every Saturday? I think she's pretty squared off. He's holding her still, and they're right in that ballroom position with the frame. So it's hard to tell where her shoulders are because he's still holding on to her, and he's leaning forward and arching back. But I'm gonna give Charli the benefit of the doubt. I think she's in a beautiful split. Her hips are aligned, her shoulders are square, and she did an excellent job. She's definitely the winner of the night. Will she be the winner of the entire competition? I don't know. You'll have to check back right here on my YouTube channel to see what happens in the end on Dancing with the Stars season 31. So please like, subscribe to my channel, turn on your post notifications, and I want to look for all those answers to my questions that I asked you for. All right? And maybe I'll see you this Saturday on Zoom.